MRR or high ticket sales. Now, building an online coaching business. In this video, I want to look at each different pricing model. Monthly recurring revenue, what is it? Who's it for? And high ticket, what is it? Who's it for? What's my experience? And which one should you consider? Now, let me explain that monthly recurring revenue is the amount of revenue that's coming into the business consistently every single month that's not new cash collected. It's basically on direct debit or standing order that's guaranteed every single month. That's the monthly recurring revenue. Now, you can also take in new signups for a monthly recurring revenue. You can sign somebody up for £350, £400 a month, £250 a month, whatever your monthly fee is. And then that person goes into your monthly recurring income. Then you have the high ticket model. Now, the high ticket model is where you're not doing a recurring monthly payment. You're actually paying for 3, 6, 12 months worth of coaching in one go. It may be for the entire result. It may be for a percentage of the result. If the minimum of 2 years you need to be with somebody, you'll pay for a year in advance. What you do with a higher ticket model is you're actually taking the result, the duration of the coaching process up front. Now, with a higher ticket model, you're also charging higher price for the coaching, and there is a back-end offer that's associated with that, generally a little bit lower, okay? With the MRR model, you just paying set, and then it's an ongoing monthly income fee that's coming in. Now, let's look at MRR. I don't want to be the person that just sits here and says, I've got an opinion on this one. I want to look at both of them, okay? Now, for the safe coaches amongst us, MRR is predictable. It's coming in every single month. It's guaranteed and it's safe. You can have 20 clients paying $200 a month, and you know on a direct debit, that's your guaranteed level of income coming in. Now, MRR does give you the confidence of knowing what's coming in every single month. MRR is actually quite easy to sell. If your coaching prices is $250, $300 a month, you get to the end of a call, and when you tell somebody a low amount of money, it's not really that hard to sell. So it doesn't really challenge your sales skills. And on top of this, there is one thing that you need to consider with MRR. MRR is a small amount of money that you collect. As a result of that, to actually make a certain amount of money every single month, you need to be selling quite a lot of MRR payments. So whilst it is predictable, guaranteed, and safe, it gives you the confidence knowing what you're having coming in every single month. You actually have to do quite a lot more sales. Just to give you an example, 200 a month, 10 sales is 2K. So if you want to make another 10 sales to get to 4K, you've got to do 10 sales. For a lot of coaches, it's not as easy bringing that quantity of leads coming into the business. And therefore, you're pushing all the time to try and get these sales, and you're only making £250, £300 per sign up. Now, the one thing that I know from being in the fitness industry and mentoring coaches online for over 10 years is confidence is key. Confidence is key. Much like when you start a fat loss process. If somebody comes into your coaching program and you go, right, for the first 28 days, we're going to lose your first 8 to 10 pounds. And the client goes, right, I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to focus. I'm going to commit. And they lose 10 pounds. And they turn around to you, oh my God, I never thought I could lose 10 pounds in 4 weeks. They turn around and they go, what's next? You've got that immediate short-term buy-in. It's amazing, it's exciting. The client's ready to go. Now, all the work that I've done with coaches over the years, within the first month, they sign up, 7, 8 clients and they make £1,400. It's not a great deal of money. And you're left feeling, I've got to do that again to keep increasing. I've got to push hard to get those numbers. So essentially, you've made a very difficult system for people to be able to achieve the money that they want. Therefore, they're constantly trying to get ahead. It actually is a recipe for lowering self-confidence.
Just wanted to stop the video for 2 seconds. Now, if you find my content helpful and you want to learn more from me, you want access to resources, you want more free trainings and live weekly webinars, then make sure you click the link in the description. Make sure you head over to my Impact and Integrity free Facebook group. Now, let's get on with the video.
Now, whilst there are some benefits of the MRR model, I would also feel that the MRR model doesn't necessarily suit somebody that's very, very interested in making an increasing number of revenue and profit. Now, the higher ticket model, on the other hand, you're going to get more cash into your business. Why? For the first 3, 6, or 12 months of the initial coaching program, you put a lot of effort into getting somebody that main result. Therefore, you can pitch this as this is what we do in the first 3 to 6 months. There's all the effort that goes into the front end of getting them to where they want to be, which justifies the price of the program, which means you can start charging anywhere from $1,800 to $2,500 plus for 6 months worth of coaching easily when it comes to getting a result for somebody easily. And somebody wants that result, they will pay you. Now, imagine doing 5 sales at 2K. It's 10 grand. And if you do 5 sales a month, that's 10 grand cash collected every single month. Now, either you sign up 10 to 15 clients. I mean, at 200, you need to be doing over 20 clients. And that's not going to happen on a month-to-month basis. But if I got you to do 2K and you did 2K and 5 clients, is 10 grand income per month to the business. So again, 200 times 20 is 4 grand. That's 20 sales on a monthly recurring revenue model. If you did 5 sales at 2 grand, you make 10,000. Well, think about how your confidence is going to be when somebody pays you 6 months worth of coaching, right? 1,800 for 6 months. Think about how your confidence is going to be when somebody pays you that amount of money. It's going to go through the roof. Someone's paying you that amount of money and you're suddenly seeing 5, 6, 8, 10K coming into the business every single month of new cash collected. Now, of course, with the high ticket model, you're going to have to keep going out there and keep selling. What does it make you do? You cannot sell higher ticket without being a good closer, without selling and learning the skill of sales. Most coaches, when it comes to MRR, they don't challenge themselves when it comes to sales. How do I know? Because I've coached some of the best coaches in the fitness industry and they come to me, regardless of where they've worked from in the past, they're not very good at selling. So what do? They go for MRR because they're not good at closing. I teach coaches how to master the skill of closing so that they get what they deserve. So for all the years they've been coaching, suddenly they're receiving $1,800 to $2,000 for 6 months worth of coaching because they know end to end how to sell, how to close people, and how to actually package their product up so people see the value in paying for it. So number one, you make more cash. Number two, you get a bigger buy-in from the client because 5 to 6 months worth of coaching, a 6 month worth of coaching, they bought into the whole process. So you're not having an unpredictable MRR where somebody could just leave because they're going on holiday. This person pays for 6 months. You get better at sales because you have to learn sales to sell high tickets. Your confidence goes up. And here's the other thing. At the end of the 6 months or 3 months or 12 months, what do? You turn around to the customer and you say, now you can either provide them with a lower priced back-end offer to stay with you for another 6 months. And if they say, I'd rather do it monthly, you turn them into a monthly recurring revenue client at that point. But because they started at £300-400 a month, you can get 250, 300 as a monthly recurring revenue. So you could basically sign them up for the front end at a higher price, bring them in at keep them in your program at the back end on a guaranteed next 6 months with a slightly price reduced, or giving them a monthly recurring revenue fee. Now, the final thing that I want to say is that higher ticket means less sales. And if you have to do less sales, it's not as challenging from you from a marketing perspective, and then gives you the time to learn and build your marketing systems up. Now, I will tell you that higher ticket does come with a little bit of pressure. MRR is guaranteed every single month and you can just push hard and then pull back, and as long as you look after your coaching clients, job done. Whereas once you've cash collected 10K, you then need to go and collect 10K the next month to have that as a consistency. Now, a lot of people financially wise will turn around to you and say, yeah, but that's volatility. And I'm like, well, restaurants have volatility. Sales businesses, every sales business around the world has volatility. Anybody that's reliant on selling something that people are purchasing on the one time is volatility, unless you have a great marketing system, great lead generation system, or a great marketing machine, and you're very good at sales, produce great results, you will have consistent leads. You know, we follow a high ticket model in our coaching program, and we have been going up and up and up in revenue. We will go up and up in MRR from when people finish an initial 6 or 12 months of coaching. We go into a monthly recurring revenue price, or they pay us up front for another 6 months at a special rate. So, you know, every single month in my business, we are high pressured sales because we have targets to meet, but we're a business that's shooting for the stars. So the MRR, I think, will be, in my opinion, from all of my experience in the fitness industry, is for coaches that don't want to study the sales. They want a predictable level of income. They want something that's very, very comfortable. Whereas from my perspective, I want to make a lot more money. I want to help coaches make a lot more money. I want to help coaches be able to reinvest the money they're making into team to buy back time. And I want coaches to learn sales so that they can increase their revenue over time and maximize their profit. So my personal favorite is the high ticket model. And I teach coaches the higher ticket coaching model. And then when we scale businesses, we move into a high ticket. So we have kind of 2 phases. And also depending where you are in the world, because pricing in America, you can put high ticket pretty damn high. In the UK, in Europe, we still don't go lower ticket, but we go higher. And that helps coaches build a life of independence, freedom, live life on their own terms, make a lot of money, make a lot of profit, be able to invest and have a fantastic life. So that's my take on MRR versus high ticket. I hope you found it helpful. As always, if you do want to learn how to build a higher ticket, high value and high earning coaching brand online, click the link in the description on YouTube. You'll find all the links to our build and scale coaching programs. If you're listening to this on iTunes right now, all you need to do is go to my Instagram profile, click the link in the bio. You'll find out all the information, or drop me a private message. I'll come back to you. I'll answer all my messages personally. So for now, take care. Click like, click subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.